Good evening, everybody. This is Michael Winiger, CEO of Asante Organics, and we are pleased to be here tonight. I am sorry for the tan. It's not a tan. My lights went out, so I don't have a tan here tonight, but I do um, have a wonderful message for everybody, and we're going to talk a little bit about a company that I'm extremely excited about because, you know, it's in the health and wellness space. It's in the home-based business space, and it is in uh, a place, the world's going green, the green movement, it's in that space. Nobody's in that space. And you're going to hear all about it tonight, and you're going to hear about plants, and it's phenomenal, and all the things that are happening. But, before we get started, um, talking a little bit more about the company, I would like for you guys to, I didn't really do any check marking here, so you can just unmute yourself. But I want you guys to hear from people who have um, had experience with the Asante Organics product line. The first one I want to call up is Edie, all the way from North Carolina. If she's going to stay up at night, and I'm going to tell you what, she's going to have to tell us about all her wonderful, wonderful experiences with Asante Organics. Are you with us?
I am with you.
Perfect.
And I'm not even in my pajamas tonight.
Oh boy.
I do get up at 2:30 in the morning, so going to bed as early is sometimes a priority,
I hear it.
but it's all good. So yeah, well, I'm gonna be honest, at 56 years old, I don't think life can get any better than it is right now with the way I'm feeling. But I was thinking about something today. Um, So I'm 56, and I read a book. Um, well, first of all, hi, everybody, ladies and gentlemen. I read a book many years ago um, that was recommended to me, and it was called The Biblical Happiness Handbook. And it was pretty much uh, the story behind the book was, as you go through life, you're born and you're going to go up this hill. And there's going to come a time in your life when you reach peak physical fitness. There's going to come a time in your life, and it would break it down into certain age groups per men, per women. But each individual is going to reach a peak of intellect, a peak of physical fitness. And of course, the whole goal is, you're going up to the top of that hill, which is the cross, to hold on, to your faith. And then as you start to go down that hill, your body is going to start to decline and hurt, and your mind, your memory, it's just that natural progression. And I was thinking about this the other day because up until a couple months ago, before I learned about the Asante Organics, I had really convinced myself that I'm on that downward slope. And not anymore. And of course, I'm always going to hold on to my faith and everything, but I'm just noticing more and more changes. And yes, I'm noticing them in the gym, but I'm starting to notice things that, you know, um, sometimes the gym doesn't really mean much to people. Some people don't go to the gym, so they can't really relate to that. But I'm noticing things, Michael, in just my everyday activities. Um, when I would go up the stairs in my home, I would have to grab onto the railing. And because my knees were hurting so bad, I would have to use my arm, to kind of pull myself up just to kind of take some of the pressure off my knees. Well, guess who's going up and down the stairs with no assistance anymore? That would be me, and I am so excited. And it honestly, it really wasn't until I kind of got 3/4 up the stairs that I realized, wait a minute, I'm not holding the rail. And I was like, this is amazing. And even something as simple as, when you take off like a shirt and you cross your arms in the front to lift it over your head, things like my workout tops and everything, I would start to take them off because they were fitted. So I would have to, they were, tight. And I would start to lift them off. And then I would always stop because my shoulder was hurting. And I just noticed just this past week that I didn't stop because of the pain. I went ahead and lifted off my shirt. And it wasn't until after I got my shirt off and started to, walk around the room, I was like, wait a minute. I don't have that pain anymore. And so it's just, I'm just blown away, and I'm excited to share this with people. I'm excited to help people. Um, you definitely have a sold out person in just what 8 weeks now. I'm sold out. Best products I have ever used. And now I've got my water bottle, my green Asante water bottle, and I take that to work every day and I turn it out just so my customers can see Asante Organic, so they can say, what is that? Because people are looking. People are looking for alternatives. They're looking for change. And I'm thankful to you. I'm thankful to the company. I'm thankful to Mint and JJ and just all the support that I'm getting from this. And so I'm excited.
Thank you so much. It's always so good to see you and hear from you because I know you get up early and you know, Tuesday night, that's your late night. Okay. You can have Thursday night as a late night too, because we do our training Sunday. No, you know what? You said something there that was like really, really important. Look, the body has the capability of actually healing itself. Get the acidity out of the body. If you're getting lifting the top off, it's like, oh, my arm hurts. You know what? I'll tell you what's going on up there. Okay. Inflammation. When we got inflammation, and before you had inflammation couldn't even be in that area unless and obviously you had pain, inflammation, pain goes with inflammation. And before that, you had to have a compromised immune system, whether it doesn't matter how good you looked, whatever the case might be. That's the only thing that could happen other than that. And then we work backwards and it's the gut. So we start fixing the interior environment of the body. Environment, right? We got a person that was in our company that hit me up on Facebook that said he wanted to see if there was actual proof, because I always talk about when a fish is sick, you don't poke it, you don't put pills in it, you don't burn it, you don't poison it, you don't inject it, you don't do nothing. You just take this fish and you stick it in another tank and it gets better. And he says his goldfish sank. It sank. So he went out and got new water, made sure the pH was whatever, and his goldfish is laying on the bottom of the tank. He takes out a 25-cent fish and he says he puts it in there, and within about 15, 20 minutes, this thing's flying all over the place like a flipper, it was crazy. So it's the truth. It's the truth. And it's what we put inside and on top of ourselves. And you know what? I want to call up Kevin. Kevin, come on. You're out there on the East Coast as well.
I am. We just recently moved to North Carolina. We had that move over the holidays, and we are now getting finally settled in. And I will tell you this, another testimony to the energy that we received. Wendy and I moved a 4-bedroom house, just the two of us. And, I was just cranking, before I would have been taking pre-workout, I would have been doing, pots of coffee to try to stay caffeinated. And I'm telling you, that's my favorite thing about this is the energy that I felt. We literally worked from daylight till nighttime, loading up U-Haul trucks and moving. So we're excited. We're excited to be here in North Carolina. We've met new people, so definitely excited. Already having people experiencing the products here already, so loving it. I got on to when Michael introduced. He actually introduced through my wife Wendy, and at first I was in with a previous other company, and I was just hardcore about that. But after having some issues over the last 2 years, one being a pretty bad spot that come up on my neck, that I went to the doctor and they diagnosed that with the bad word. I knew that there was something different out there, but being a bodybuilder and only focusing on muscle, growing and all that kind of stuff, I needed to take off and switch more to my health. And I realized that my immune system was compromised, and I realized that a lot of things that I was doing you don't know what you don't know. So listening to Michael, I tell you, he opened my eyes to so many more things with what we have here in Asante, and now experiencing the product. I have literally watched what was on my neck go away. I was actually talking about this on a live today. I had really bad eczema, like so bad in the wintertime. I dreaded wintertime, especially moving here to North Carolina. I would have such terrible breakouts on my lips and between my eyes and stuff. It literally looked like I was burnt with a lighter. And listening to him talk about getting the body balanced, not being acidic, getting my pH right. The products have done that. The reds and greens, I'm crazy about, absolutely nuts about them. But something that I've experienced that I want to testify to is the outward products. Talking to Dr. JJ, getting rid of the harmful stuff. Talking to Daniel, getting rid of putting all these chemicals on our body first thing in the morning. And I thought, everything in bodybuilding, you're always thinking about what you're putting in your body. You're not thinking about what you're putting outside your body. And I was experiencing weight gain. I was experiencing all kinds of these different problems. And I realized that it was an internal issue that now I'm watching reverse. The eczema is going away. I don't know if you can really see in the light or nothing that I couldn't even shave. It hurt so bad. So I like that stuff is it's just my body is transforming. And now I'm at a place where, Michael, you were talking about the inflammation in the joints. I was getting where my back was hurting all the time. I felt like my whole life I've talked about being young. And now I realize that in the last 2 years, like I was experiencing some things of saying, man, this is going against what I talk about. Like I am not old at all, and I'm not ever going to be old. I'm going to be 90 doing pull-ups. I'm going to be doing that. And so I'm thankful I found this, because this has got my internal health back. And now that I know that my internal health is back, now I can really go full steam ahead back into my training and all of that stuff. But it is a blessing, such a blessing to know if you have a scare, if you have had something go on, you don't really think about what you put on your body or what you're putting in your body until you are facing that, looking at you for a doctor's report or whatever. And Michael, I love that you say this best. You either participate in your life or you participate in your death each day by what you put in your body or what you put on your body. So I'm so thankful. I'm loving every single product, putting on my body and putting inside my body. And this just keeps getting better and better. So I enjoy sharing testimony, especially when they just keep reoccurring and growing and growing. So excited about this journey. And I'm so thankful for this company and for the incredible products and the quality. The quality is there and you can experience it. The very first thing, when you put those reds and greens in, you know that you're putting true living greens in your body.
Thank you very much. I got to tell you that, people, hearing these testimonies and watching people's lives change, that's what we're here to do, right? We're here to serve other people. And we understand. He said something that made some sense um, when he was talking about the what you're putting on top of yourself. What you're putting on top of yourself can create inflammation. What you're putting on top of your skin can create weight gain, can create estrogen issues, can create so much stuff. It's absolutely crazy to even think about it all, right? But we know one thing: plants. And that's what we're all about. We're a company, we're the very first largest USDA certified organic superstore on the internet. It's like to own your own store, and you'd have everything from A to Z: baby products, home products, essential oils, skin care, hair care, toothpaste, deodorant, and a nutritional line. That some of the products got nominated for a Nobel Prize a while back. What more can you ask for? Plants, everything plants. And if you want to go validate anything about plants, go back to the book of Genesis. Biblically, right there, it says, I gave you plants for food. So what do we know? We know this: throughout the course of the first day this planet was around, plants are food, plants are energy, plants are our life force, plants are frequencies, plants are vibrations, plants are biomimetic, meaning you can get your peptides, your amino acids, your protein, your minerals, your vitamins from plants. Think about how intelligent that is, right? Plants are bioidentical. Chlorophyll and blood have the same chemical makeup. They're so close, they're only off by a number. Think about that. If somebody needed to, you could give them a chlorophyll and coconut water transfusion. That's how close that is. But we fail to realize something. Plants were man's first medicine. That's huge. And look, they didn't have technology then back in those days. We wouldn't be around if they didn't know what plants to use to take care of themselves, to get rid of health issues. They're there, they're out there, but I can tell you right now, Big Pharma wants nothing to do with anything like that. Why? Because it doesn't make them money. Plants don't make them any money. Well, guess what? You're lucky because you're part of this and you're in a small, teeny tiny database, right? It's kind of like we were organic before organic was cool, and now everybody's going green. We got this green movement. It's huge. Tell you a little bit more about the products and a little bit about the company itself. I'm going to introduce the president of the company. Awesome guy, been all over the world on stages as well. And he'll tell you a little bit about the nucleus of Asante Organics.
Thank you,
Dr.
Michael. You know what I love about this company is each and every one of you, your family members, your friends, everyone you really care about can wake up in the morning and go to sleep at night and never, ever put a toxic chemical on their body. And we've touched on this today, and you heard Kevin's testimonial. A bodybuilder, somebody who's into sports and fitness, Michael, our CEO, trained in that arena. They're very concerned with what they put in their body. In other words, what they swallow. But what people are starting to realize is the largest organ in your body, your skin, if you put something on your skin, and we all do every single day, it's going to be in your bloodstream in a matter of seconds. And if you've put something on your skin during or right after you take a bath or a shower, the pores open up and those ingredients go in even that much more rapidly. So you could be a total vegan. You can be eating the healthiest foods, and God bless you if you are. But if you're using toxic shampoo, toxic soap, toxic toothpaste, toxic deodorant, you get the equation here, right? It's terrible. So there's no guarantees in life, but I want to help you increase your odds of living a very healthy life. So you want to be very certain. You want to take inventory of not only what's going in your mouth, but on your body every day. And I would submit, make sure you're doing that for everybody that you care about. And we have a very, very simple model here. It's called ditch and switch. I don't care who I'm speaking to, what their economic situation is. I know that each and every one of you and everyone you know uses certain products every day. And I know that they are spending a certain amount of money on those products every day. And these consumable products, as they get low, as the tube of toothpaste gets low, as your shampoo gets low, as your deodorant gets low, et cetera, you're just going to instinctively buy more of that brand. Well, what I'm inviting you to do tonight is to become a conscious consumer. Look at the ingredients, study the ingredients. As a matter of fact, start at the bottom, the very last ingredient, and work your way up. And what you're going to see right away at the bottom are ingredients that are very chemically sounding. And I want you to Google them. I want you to look them up in your search engine and look it up and say, hey, what's the toxic level of this? What do studies show for this ingredient? And you're going to be outraged. You're going to be upset. You're going to think that, well, wait a second, there's some government agency out there that's supposed to be protecting us that's not allowing this stuff on the shelves or to be sold. And here in the United States, nothing could be further from the truth. In fact, it's quite opposite. We've got these huge companies in the United States that use chemicals that are linked to horrific diseases. I'm talking more than just skin and eye irritation. I'm talking about horrific diseases and health consequences. And when those companies sell those products under the same name in Europe and in other locations in Asia, they can't put those ingredients in there, but they sell them to Americans. Why would they do that? Because these toxic chemical ingredients are cheap and it increases their bottom line. Why are they able to do that? Well, in the 1930s, our US government granted the personal care industry self-regulation. That's right. They're allowed to put in whatever they want. It's like the fox watching the hen house. And that should get you upset, but more importantly, it should get you motivated to become a conscious consumer. And when you find that the products you're spending your hard-earned money on have toxic ingredients, throw them in the trash and start buying from your own store. So maybe you're a guest here tonight. Maybe you don't have your own store. Well, what do I mean by that is if you become a wholesale customer or retail customer or a distributor, a brand partner with Asante Organics, you've got a store that's open 24/7. And from the comfort of your cell phone, from the comfort of your computer, as you're getting low on a product, just like you do when you order stuff from Amazon, and I know most of you are doing that, you go onto your Asante Organics site and you order more products and it comes right to your door. Really simple. Now, I talked about personal care products, but realize we have a catalog of over 100 products: personal care, baby care, home cleaning and care, weight loss, nutrition, essential oils, muscle building, you name it, performance. It goes on and on and on. So we've got something for everyone. In fact, we've got multiple things for you. So what I invite you to do today, when this is over here, next few minutes, I want you to get back to the person who invited you on this Zoom call. Ask them for their website. It's going to be asanteorganics.com/something. I want you to go to their website. I want you to click join and save. And you're going to get one of three options. You can become a retail customer. You're going to pay about 30% more than the wholesale customer. You can be a wholesale customer for a one-time investment of $29.95. That's right. I mean, go to Costco, go to Sam's Club, get a membership there. It's more than $29.95, and they charge you whatever that large fee is every single year. This is a one-time $29.95, and you've got wholesale prices for life. And then if you see what I see and what Michael sees and the people that you've already heard on this call sees, that the world is going green and organic with you or without you, with me or without me. And if you want to be part of the next trillion, not billion, $1 trillion industry, especially with the political climate and how it's changing, and now we have MAHA, Make America Healthy Again. If you want to be part of that, you don't want to be part of this 4 years from now and say, oh, I shoulda, coulda, woulda. You want to be part of this now. And if you see that, you can become part of this, and it only takes a few seconds, and your store is immediately opened, and then you start buying your products from yourself. And then you just educate others to become conscious consumers, and they're going to organically order from you. And every time they order and reorder, we're going to pay you a piece of that sale. And if that was it, that would be amazing. But it's so much better than that. The people they tell, who they tell, who they tell, and so on and so forth, you will get a piece of all of those sales. And don't do it for the money. Do it because it's the right thing to do. We're making not only America, but we want to make the world healthy again. As Michael said, we were talking about organic and toxic-free living before it was cool. So if you want to be part of the cool kids, join us. So I appreciate each and every one of you joining us here tonight. If you're watching us live or on the replay, and with that, I'm going to turn it back to our CEO and founder, Michael Winiger. Thank you, Michael.
Thank you. Thank you. You know, guys, JJ said something that I thought was very important, you know, reading labels. Let me tell you this much. Every single solitary company, the corporate team, everybody that works at that company from a corporate standpoint knows what's in their product line. And when you take that large piece of knowledge, knowing that they know what they know, and then now let's just go to the home-based business industry. Most people get involved into a business and into a home-based business because they want to represent something good. And how can you do that when there's some really nasty stuff on the back of these labels that I'm seeing, you know, broad, straight across this industry? Nobody has ever done what we have done in this space, and it's been around for 165 years. That's the truth, right? And that, you know, you're being able to, you know, getting paid to shop and earning cash back on all your online purchases and converting what you're already spending and what you're buying into earnings. That's huge, absolutely huge. And I, you know, I give the credit to the good Lord that united this company together, because I talk about this once in a while where, you know, divine inspiration with non-divine hands. So what do I mean by that? You know, well, you know, God didn't fight a giant. David fought a giant. Noah, God didn't build an ark. Noah built an ark. Putting these formulas together, bringing in the right people, the right teams, leading people that were on health ministries around the world. I mean, you couldn't ask for anything any better. And then you guys get to go out there. What are you going to make of it? That's all I ask. What are you going to make of it? You will find out. You know, when we look at home-based businesses and things like that, these so-called leaders, what do? I don't do it, but a lot of times a leader is equated to how much do they make. And you could make a lot of money in this industry. It's amazing. It's like winning the lottery. Winning the lottery. I know a guy from another company who got in when I did, actually after I did, 6 years after I did, in this space, worth over $120 million already, you know, and he's my age, and he was a waiter before he got involved. So you're going to get out of it what you put into it. And if, you know, nobody becomes a leader by just hanging out in anywhere, in any space. And, but I want you to understand, you know, the true timing of this, because the timing is so off the hook right now. And I'm going to introduce my brother, Daniel, and he'll talk a little bit about that.
Thank you. Appreciate that. So Tuesday night or business opportunity Zoom, you should bring your people here that you spoke to throughout the week to look at the opportunity that is presented by Sante Organics, which is truly a once-in-a-lifetime business opportunity, as crazy as that might sound, because the world's going green once. You truly get one shot at becoming rich, retired, and wealthy from the green movement. You know, once it's gone green, you know, it's too late. All the wealth has been made from the green movement. And, you know, Forbes magazine, business journals around the world, not myself or Michael or Dr. JJ, you know, are projecting the green movement to be the next paradigm shift in life. You know, That's a very, very powerful statement because most human beings will experience 1 to 2 paradigm shifts in a lifetime. Just a fancy way of saying a product or device once brought to market 8, 10 years down the road, it's a way of life. Last chance we had to get involved in one was in the early 80s. You know, Mr. Jobs creates the computer, Gates creates software, the internet's born. If you're first online selling anything in the 80s, from toothpicks to picture frames to wristwatches to baseball caps, you name it, you are a multimillionaire today. Go online today, open up your website, selling whatever you like, see if you become a multimillionaire. I would say your chances are slim to none because there's probably thousands, if not more, websites around the world already selling whatever you're trying to sell. Timing and positioning, crucial when creating massive wealth. Well, we missed out on the last paradigm shift, you know, woulda, coulda, shoulda. 1982, a $400 investment in Microsoft stock would yield you $38, $39 million today. But guess what? You're in the next paradigm shift. You are sitting in it. Again, Forbes magazine, business journals around the world calling the green movement the next paradigm shift in life. Meaning this is going to be a way of life. Look at the computer. It's a way of life. I don't know one company using typewriters anywhere in the world anymore. This is a way of life, the computer. And so is the green movement. It's going to be a way of life because now it's as simple as A and B. Here's how simple the business is. A here, B here. A, all the products currently home with hundreds of chemicals, like this serious disease and illness, everything under the sun. You know, and here's B, those same products in your home, all 100% chemical-free, toxic-free, and organic with Asante Organics. Ingredients truly proven to nourish and heal the body versus make you sick. What do you want to use for you and your family? I never had one person say, oh, Daniel, A, the ones with chemicals linked to liver and kidney problems, Alzheimer's, dementia, cancer. No, no. Because once you know, you can't unknow. What a neat opportunity, a business opportunity. There's a lot of shiny pennies out there. We all know it. We see it with magic lotions, potions, pills, powders, patches, drinks, you name it. But here's a company, Asante Organics, where you're not selling anything. You're not trying to talk someone into buying your patch, your pill, your pot. No, we educate people. No selling here. Every single person you see takes a shower, brushes their teeth. They buy these products every single month, use them every single day. What we do is we educate people. And once they know what we know, 9 out of 10, they're not using what's in their home anymore and in their showers. So it's just a matter of going out and educating people, not selling anything. No sales here, which is very cool. It's just about educating. So if you have any other questions, you can get back to the person that invited you here tonight. We're always here to help. Myself, Dr. JJ, Michael. My extension is 103 at the office. If you ever want to call in and need a three-way call or any types of training, I'm always available to help. And thank everyone for being on the Zoom tonight. I'll send it back to Mike.
You know, guys, leave you with a couple things. I just happened to see this over here. A sanitizer. A sanitizer made by Asante Organics that actually rates higher than Pine Sol, all these other things, Lysol, all these different Mr. Clean. You'll never get anything like this, but you can get it from Asante Organics. And you know what? Take one of those other brands and spray it in your eyes, up your nose, in your mouth. You can't. Right now, you'd be calling 911, poison control. And the point I'm trying to make, because we talk about the company a lot. I want to talk to you about, nutritional products are brilliant over here, but the stuff that you put on top of yourself, you know what? If you can't put it in your mouth and eat it, you shouldn't be using it. That's the truth. let's throw it out there the way it should be, because that is it. So, you know what? If nature didn't make it, don't take it. And I'm going to leave you with this, because I'm going to do it every time, because it was so important to me and it made such sense that I have to end with this every single time I'm live with anybody, because you have to really understand, because nobody wants to be in situations that we have to go fix something. We want to be in a situation where we don't have anything to fix. Can it be fixed? Absolutely. We'd see that all day long. But here's the deal. I was told this by one of the biggest research centers in the world with the biggest success rate. And it was told to me like this: look, before you say your prayers, before you sit down and thank the good Lord for that, his air, his breath in your lungs and your heartbeat and your family, another day with your family, and hopefully an awesome, awesome tomorrow. You got to think about what you put here and on top of here, because that's where you live. I don't live in here, I live in here. Okay? What's going in and what's going on top. And one of two things are going to happen. And so when you go to bed tonight, you sit down, you think everything you did, everything that you put inside yourself and on top of yourself. And no matter how small or how large it is, you've only done one of two things. One, you've participated in your life, or you've participated in your death. And it's just that simple. You get to make the choice. So taking care of yourself is your responsibility. We're here to help educate, and we're here to provide an actual catalog that doesn't matter if you're from a baby to a senior, a man or a woman, everything. You can do everything straight from that catalog. And tonight, put your head on that pillow and just know that you didn't touch yourself with one toxic chemical. No other company in the world can say that. None. You can, because you own a store. You can tell the world. And I would be. I would be. So with that, very structured. Tuesday night, like Dan said, bring your business people here. And Thursday night, we got some rockin' training going on with Dr. Becky. So, and we'll hear more testimonials. With that being said, I want to thank everybody for your time. We're grateful, humbled, and God bless you. God bless your families, and God bless your businesses. And you will see us on another broadcast. Thank you for joining us this evening. Good night, everyone. Thank you.